Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the student book. So this is very helpful. First of all, we're going to click on it here. This is helpful because this is the actual book that the students carry with them in class, take home to do their homework and that type of thing. So if by chance they forget their book at school, they have the option of going onto this book. And it has some really cool features that we're going to talk about as far as interactive videos and things like that. So first of all, obviously this is the cover of the book, and if we go along the left side here, we have various different things that we can use to navigate. This is our navigation. So we're going to start with the table of contents, and you can see that we have the front matter here, and we can go down to the table of contents, and then we can see that all of our modules will be listed here with each of the lessons, and we can actually click on whatever lesson that we want to go to. So let's say we're going to do 1.1, and the next thing I'm going to say is the page view, because obviously this is very small. So if we go on like this, and we can click on the page view, and they have 3 different options. Personally, this is the option that I use because I like to do the regular scroll with the mouse, but you can also make it larger if you need to. So from here, then, since I'm already at this point, I'll go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that you'll actually see when they look into the lessons. And one of the things as you go down, you'll see that we have those Math on the Spot videos. And this is just going to be a little video, and it's going to be kind of like a tutorial of the lesson. So if they get home and they forget what we've said in class, they have this option of going on and watching this video here. And you can see when you click on it here, it brings up this screen here, which is the lesson tutorial. And if we hit play,
now suppose that someone gives
this guy's going to come up
a
here,
rational number written as a fraction, and we want to convert it to...
And he's going to walk them through exactly what we did in class. Okay, so as we go on here, then you can see that we have all of the lesson. This is actually their book, so their book will be filled in, hopefully. The next thing we have here is with the Personal Math Trainer, which we have talked about before, and we'll do an actual tutorial on Personal Math Trainer, but I was just going to show you how it does pull it up. So in this case, what it does is it'll just pull up just a couple of problems that are related to the actual lesson or part of the lesson that we're looking at. So we can go on here, and then here's one if you want to do a your turn. If they have to do that, you can click on that, and then they have some based on that. So the next thing we're going to go ahead is and for example, the next thing over here is resources. So if you click on the resources, okay, so let's go ahead and look at the bookmarks here, and we can look here. So for example, if we want to hold our page on a book, we can come over here and click here. And then when we open up the book later on, we can go straight to the page that we had bookmarked. In addition, we can actually take notes if we choose to. And the way that we would do that is we would go on and highlight, for example, right here, and we'd add a note. And then when we would come over here, then we can say that we want to put it, either we can leave it this way and just save it as a note, or we can actually save it to the My Notebook, which, as we said before, we don't really use in class, but they have the option of keeping notes that way if they choose to. And then when they save it, it'll put it into as a note. So one other way to navigate is you can actually go up here and go to a specific page number. So if I come up here and say I want everyone to go on to page 76, and it'll take you straight to page 76. Another way is if you want to search and you say you want to do exponents, and it'll tell you where the pages of the exponents that we're going to talk about is. So that's another way to jump to a page as well. So that is the student book.
More, if they wanted.
Last thing is, if you click on here, you have the quick start guide. So this actually gives even more information and points to everything here. So if you want to take a look at that, then there are a few other options that we really don't use in class, but you might want to know about.